Yeehaw! Greetings to all in creation, special for you, Colorado. How are you, All-Star Tarot? The twin flame specialist, Kurt, who lives with his twin flame. He's the twin flame coach in Colorado, and he says a couple days ago, Divine Feminine is winning, and I'm turning all the tables, and yada yada. Now, I'm not sure, but I'm about to go to Northridge, watch one of their movies, and he posts, and then Stun Stars Tarot is posting simultaneous, but she's mentioning for Scorpio that, oh, now we'll see what next spell work she puts. Listen, Scorpio, you told me, Tatiana Christina Pushkina, I'm addressing each one of my session kids. You told me in person, sweetie, that you're a witch. Now, last thing I told you when your boyfriend Fadi jumped off the plane and his highness ended up behind the coach, so he jumped the coach, and I told you that that's how we roll, because he was blaming you. He's like, you're sleeping around, you're unstable. That's why he never showed up for you at New Year's. He's your twin flame, sweetie. If you burnt your journal and made a bet and whatever, and then followed me around and sang Belle when I was in Tennessee, you're like, Belle, laissez-moi but in your Russian fraud broad wannabe style, follow me around, and Andrew's like, if you take one more call from ego, you take it out there. He didn't want you in the room, Russia. So then little did he know, he's frauded worse than Russia now. And, everybody's taking on the imprint. Like, Kurt, you're behaving a bit like, the David, because now they're all false crystallized, because, they sat in a room. One enlightened being in a room with an idiot is the third idiot. So now everybody's an idiot. Now, if you were addressing this video to me, Kurt, and saying something about spiritual, warfare, which actually, the actual terrorism, which I call out to every police station, I tell them all about sexual terrorism and the drug cartel and all these fraud broads that were, raised by people who are all fed into the ISIS programming, and beyond, all the terrorist programs. They run the show on these little Eurotrash little hoes that you're all standing for now. And the little Illuminati who tried to sacrifice her cat, Miss Amber, in Shasta to end my life. And she put graveyard spells on me, telling me she was doing it. Like the first time I called back the house after I left, it was making pretend it cares for me. And all the dynasties of how funny Ohio thinks this is, and how irrelevant it is to life on earth for anyone to be working anti-constitutionally so progressively against the well-being of a whole nation just to fraud one girl, and you shouldn't have any power over me. Now, apparently, since I skipped on the Forsyth train, because Andrew, poor guy, thought that was his, New Jersey / Florida / whatever, New York cliques that supposedly back him up, and they're in a common endeavor at trying to, pinpoint fingers at me. He got played, even by the old cabals, old patriarchs, but you're still playing in their douchebag field, Andrew. You're still giving that credibility as if it even happened. All you little boys have to deprogram yourselves. Jonah, you walked down the aisle in Nashville, Tennessee with a fraud broad for Dima that Brandon Irvin and all these people have been poisoning you since they met you and beyond. You've been poisoned since Mission House, since Miguel Lambo and Amy. When Miguel used to make the meals and then feed, each one their own plate according to what Amy thinks should be done. She's not mother of all creation. I ain't got a sister. This is a fake family. This is the fake light. This is absolute bullshit. The fact that I met that at Facebook at Moss Creek, and that David stands for this bullshit, and that the plan, either if I go back to David as Dima, or since that failed, then they tried to take me with the next John to the Hampton Inn, so that I go back to Miguel and be like Dima. You know, it's like, actual obsession. Like everybody took Dima, used the name to walk down the aisle, and then be whoever they want to be, and try to play me for a fool because I've been the shift every day. And then they're like, oh, wrong again. If I say I am Aurora Diamond Rainbow Morningstar, I am Mother of New Hero, wrong again because someone else is saying Dima on the other ends. So now they're validating all the Dima because of this Dima business. And then they're trying to daddy me over it, over who's going to take propriety of forcing me to be, part of the frauds, and trying to make me like seem like, the rest of everybody. Like, come, sit next to me, you're my bitch. Like soon after I post the message yesterday, giving it out to Christian, like book sessions, they're like, oh, I don't know about that, maybe in a month. Because they're trying to re-enter me through the door at the Gentleman with JC Russ, I went to the club with Brendan. All the douchebags look dumb. I mean, all you girls at the clubs, Gentleman's Club and Cheetah, you must book sessions. I've given sessions to Laura Merrill. She became a SCAD teacher. She got the ring. Then their couple smashed. Why? Because Iaquinta, denied he ever got a session from me to begin with. And now I'm purposely sitting in a, whatever you guys identify as lingerie. Just because if you want to call me out for any reason or purpose at all, because I know all the fraud, broad, first contact, Jack crew, lying team, you hijacked my team, you hijacked my transcript and Maze and whatever else, or the Arcturians, because that's whom I met, that's who I'm from. You hate my rebirth, you hate the fact that I'm chosen and that the ship respond to my spell, my atoms, my DNA, my plasma, my work, and that my plasma work actually works. Deal with your hate yourselves, you little douchebags, because there ain't no Archaea Aurora besides myself by galactic confederate rights and by divine rights. And God doesn't care what the police thinks of that. And if the police is telling me you don't have the right because you didn't copyright the name, you're all using justice against itself. You're using the law against itself. You're using the lawyers against themselves. You're trying to use everything against me, my tech against me. You're all a bunch of bullshit artists. If you actually believe that you walking down the aisle with a body, calling it what it's not, is going to lead you to be actually married to that body, it ain't. None of you are married. You're all running on gas. Bullshit artists. Russell, you're not married to Tatiana. Screw you, Vegas, for daring to rob after I got robbed in Atlanta by the dogs. The dogs. All you work for Russia, you smash jerk fucking Euro trash artists from David Rodgers who corrupted Hollywood and beyond. Screw you, Canada. Screw you, Germany. Screw you, China. Screw all you. Anybody mess there with me? I'm American. I'm in a fucking bra on YouTube. You have a goddamn problem with that? 654-043-140 is my goddamn social security number. I've been here since 2009, May. There's only one Dima Brownie that applied for Aurora Diamond Rainbow, and then I added the Morning Star. There aren't 15 me's. If Vegas has problems, California, Texas, Alabama, and Idaho, and the 50 states, I ain't got a goddamn fucking problem. You want to talk to America? Talk Constitution to me. And stop your jazz. From town hall